Opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, boys. Kings. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set, 180. Mike's 49. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, we got tight left. 3 down.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I'm in that game right now. What's up?
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
53's Mike. Let's go, D.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Bring it. Hey, seam 6. Mike, 53.
2nd and 5.
Mike, strip that ball.
He sets to fire deep. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
That's what I do.
Check hot route. Hot. Tight dog. Check 4. Check 31. Check 31.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
180.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
No gain on the play.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come to our world. We want
Mayfield going to take it on a sneak. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Chargers nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. 4 down.
Pistol. Hurry.
Mayfield to throw it this time. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Tight end right. Even. 4 down. Even.
I'm coming for you, 27. Hey, alert.
Check 26.
Real.
Sponge. No.
Hurry. My touch.
Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hey, alert 33.
Watch the edge.
Real.
Check.
Alert. My touch.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Come on, set. 30 base.
48 right now. Let's go. Here it comes.
From the gun, Costello escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, L.A. Demir Bird, 96 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Levante David in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You got nothing. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Hurry.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Run.
Watch the run.
Kings. 10.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Check 50.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
You think you gonna get this? You think you... Hurry.
No. Off. Check. Slam.
Hey, alert 33.
Check. Hatchet.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now it's Bird on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Ready? 10-2 soft. Hey, Alpha.
53, Mike 53. I'm coming, baby.
Now.
On 1st down, Costello got Gordon open, completes it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Check 48's to Mike.
Looking to throw. Costello eluding the pressure right.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Ready,
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Costello for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, come on.
Back to throw. Costello sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
What, Francisco?
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Why are you here shouting at
going
me?
through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Badgley now for the Charger field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Shift.
Hurry. He wants the motion.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Wins championships, baby.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Greystone travel. Hey, wahoo!
Watch twist.
Off play action. Costello. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On second down, it's Gordon. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. A gain of 7 yards.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Third down.
Off the play fake. Costello. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run it here with Gordon. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike, 53.
Yes, yes.
I'm coming after you. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. 3 buzz. 3 buzz. Check. 53's Mike.
Yeah.
53's
From the
Mike.
gun, Costello. That's complete. It's Gordon.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Ready.
53. 53. Mike. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Hey. High 7.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Costello. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Most them.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Check, 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 check.
Pistol.
Check. Crunch.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
We got it all day up in here. We got all day.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Slam.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Watch the whip. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Real.
Tighten up.
Hurry. My God.
Mayfield going up top. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Bird to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go. He can't hang.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Leave Marley alone! Everybody go upstairs right now to your room.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
2nd and 9 now. Rolling to his right. Gets it to Gordon.
Oh, yeah.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
48. 48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Let's get the ball.
Mike, 48. Mike, 48.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Operating from the gun. Costello. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
I'm coming for you, son.
Mayfield now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Mayfield, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, alert 33. Kings. 99.
Mayfield to throw it. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
60 outlaw. Right now, let's go.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Now Gordon on 1st down. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the flag.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Back to throw. Costello. Able to get this to Gordon. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. He rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 22, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Right down, there you go. Hey, alert 33. Under crunch. Hey, Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Tonight's final score.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.